Hi Aquarius, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I am here today to do your timeless past life reading. So when you come across this video, it should just make sense. There's no time limit on this of when you watch it, and this is basically to bring awareness of what is blocking you or what habits and patterns are you experiencing in this current lifetime that is actually because of something you experienced in a past life. So what we're focusing on is your major life themes, which Aquarius, you do have several. So there are going to be different groups of what you actually, what your theme was, but your lessons and your blockages are still going to be the same. So um, we're going to be working on your lessons, your blockages, and love lessons. And at the end, we are going to do a meditation to release these blockages as well. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back as always. I love y'all very much. So today, the major life theme for Aquarius, you have the medicine man or woman, okay? So this could mean several different things, that you are a natural born healer. You might intuitively just know what to do to make yourself feel better, to make others feel better. And you actually have the scribe or writer as well with this. And it's not the only card that talks about writing for Aquarius. So I kind of feel intuitively that some of you were probably a natural healer of some sort in this life, and you had, I'm actually getting a journal there. Some of you might actually like to journal or to record things that you have been through, your experiences, and you know, oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm glad you resonated with Leos. Um, but yeah, so you could be, you are a natural born healer, Aquarius, and you probably pick up on little things from this past life where you feel like you need to write down your experiences or things that you learned so you can keep track of it, correct? So and it was because of the food or hunger card. And this means that in a past life, you went without. Okay, so you might have some issues around stockpiling food, making sure that you have enough water and the natural elements that you need to survive. There's this real deep need to survive when it comes to food and water, to make sure that you have enough. So and that's just one life that I'm picking up for Aquarius, but in the overall energy, I am sensing that there are quite a few Aquarius that there's different sections of what you experience, and it doesn't mean that just one life created this, but there could be many. So take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. But I do sense that some of you were a natural healer and used the things that you documented in order to help you get that nutrition in your life. So now there are a few others of you that you have the high priestess, the male or female, and the ship's card. So some of you, again, very, very strong energy. No matter how you look at it, Aquarius, you are a natural healer. You are highly intuitive. You are very, very powerful. And even if you don't know it yet, you will be tapping into it soon. I really feel like a lot of you are going to be going into a new ascension process. But With the male or female card, it could have been that you were a different gender in another life, and there's nothing wrong with that. You might even notice that in this life, if you were a male, you might be more sensitive and more intuitive to a woman's needs, or if you were a woman, you might be a little more rough around the edges and have a very masculine energy. So just take that into account, that whatever you experienced in this specific past life, that's the reason you're experiencing it now. Now, you also have the ship's card. So this means that you have traveled a lot on water in your past life. You might be very attracted to water or very fearful of it in this life. So you want to take into consideration that the between these together, you could have also been someone who blessed the fleet as they left. And we also have the Wars and Battles card here as well, but I feel that that's a different life than what they're telling me this is. So you could, what else are you trying to tell me? You could have been a sailor at one point. You might have an internal urge to travel the world by boat, or just being out on water relaxes you. Or you might even have phobias about it because you tragically passed on a boat or something with water. But with this energy, it's telling you that you have the power to overcome, and no matter what life we're looking at, you are a natural healer, someone who is highly intuitive as well. Now, for others of you, and like this, I haven't seen this before, so again, I'm working on my past life readings, but you have the biblical and trust and faith. So I feel like a lot of you who are going to resonate with this really, for those of you who have a hard time following the conventional church, right? Following organized religion, it was because that you either were there when things went down in the biblical times, or that you had followed or associated with a biblical figure. Now, with the trust and faith card here, this is telling me that you are really, really connected to the higher realms, that you trust in your angels, you trust in your spirit guides, that when you hear the stories of what they are telling you in the Bible and it just doesn't seem right, it's because you were there, you witnessed it. And when these cards come up, especially together, it's telling you that even in the horrific times where things were really changing and really going against the grain, that you had trust and faith in your Savior to get you through the troubled times, and you can call upon them whenever you may need them. Now, and for others of you, and this is the last one that I picked up on, the Wars and Battles and the Finance card. So some of you could have been you could have been a soldier in a previous life, and you might have issues around having enough finances, struggling to save enough to do what you want and to manifest what you need. Now, with these cards as well, it also tells me that money might be at the forefront of what you're trying to accomplish in this life, to make sure that you don't have to go through this energy again, because the Wars and Battles card can be a very heavy energy. So you might feel a sense of lacking. But what they're telling you with these cards as well is that when you realize that money is neutral. Money, yes, we do need to have it in order to, have the things that we need in order to survive. But when we come from a place of just being, and this comes up in your reading as well, that it will come in a lot faster for you when you feel like you're not struggling to gain it, right? When we ask and we do the positive affirmations in order to bring the abundance in and releasing this energy that we don't have to struggle anymore, because especially with the finances, the food and hunger card, there's a lot of lacking in this, in these lives that are coming up. So it just means that in previous lives you you didn't have quite what you needed in order to fully sustain your life. And so there's a lot of lessons in these, and just take what resonates. But no matter which life that you actually experienced, and whatever life that I brought up today, just make sure that you're going with what feels right to you. Listen to your intuition. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, then another one of these lives are for you. So the major lesson is the word Lord. And again, the scribe or writer. With these two cards, this is telling me that the majority of your power, Aquarius, comes when you put pen to paper. Okay, so if you are having a hard time receiving abundance, if you are having a hard time accomplishing the things that you're striving towards, really just take the time to, hi Pat, how are you? And make sure that you're communicating to your spirit guides of what it is that you want to bring into your life, using that positive affirmations, using that trust and faith that the spirit guides will provide for you and that they are hearing you. And why should we believe in astrology? I'm not going to get into that because I'm trying to stay on track. But if you are curious of what my beliefs are, and I don't think anyone should have to believe in anything, it's whatever resonates with you. But if you are curious to have that conversation, just email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com, okay? Now, when it comes to the word Lord and the scribe or writer, again, your strongest attribute is putting what you want down on paper, asking for what it is that you want, seeing that it's already here. If you act as if it's already happening, it will happen a lot quicker than if you're in a state of lacking, right? You could also have issues with communication, and it could be either overly communicating or not communicating enough. And you're fine, Pat, no worries. But this is all about giving yourself praise and giving your spirit guides the praise that when something comes in, you are acknowledging that you received it and you are grateful for the opportunities that they are giving you. So when you have enough, tell them thank you. When you say, I need money for this bill, and the money just happens to fall in your lap, give them that gratitude, because they are going to work more in your favor when you acknowledge and accept and give thanks for the work that they're doing on the other side. Now, also with this, the Eagle King is on your overall energy. So this also tells me that you are highly connected to spirit, that when you put your pen to paper, it's as if the eagle is already taking your words and the things that you want, whatever you are feeling, whatever you're thinking, whatever you are writing about is being given to the other side, okay? It's almost like I'm seeing like a spell book the moment that you put that pen to paper, it is going to come to fruition. So make sure that you're working in your favor and giving yourself praise for all the things that you have gone through, that you have overcome already, and acknowledge that your spirit guides and your higher power have helped you get to this point, okay? So you really want to make sure, oh, and I saw another one under there, the Metal King. So the Metal King is also about having boundaries, and some of you might have a big wall up or scared to let people in. That might be where that communication is coming through. And, and if you look, sorry, y'all. Can you see him? So he has the candles going. He has his altar in place. He's writing diligently towards what he wants and what he's, working towards. So again, it all goes hand in hand. So make sure that when you go into this state of writing, that you are creating this sacred space between you and spirit. Now, the major blockage in this life is the Knight of Swords. So the blockage here tells me that, you know, things usually come in very quickly for Aquarius, okay? You might feel that you need to be strong and determined and move very quickly towards all of your endeavors. But what you also have to understand is this is a blockage. If you move too fast, you might pass up the right opportunity. So being present in the moment, that, okay, not moving, this is your blockage, this is your lesson, okay? So instead of moving so quickly that you feel like you have to act on that very second, the lesson is to take that time to create your sacred space between that sacred connection between you and spirit. And when you put that pen to paper, you're going to start seeing things unfold for you, okay? Now, you also, and it could be also about the past hurt in your life, Aquarius, things that you have experienced that really cause that heartache. And it might be because you ran from your pain for so long in this life, this past life, because you have the Three of Swords here with the Two of Staffs. So it might have been some sort of partnership that, that caused that didn't go in your favor. Maybe it scared you when you ran, or, it's having this pain about who's going to come with me on my journey, who's going to see me for me. And I feel like once you release this energy onto paper and you say at the very end, this no longer serves me, and I release this energy because it is not coming with me any longer, then I feel like you're going to have this huge sense of relief, because there's a very big decision on how to change your life. And I feel like all of this is very, very connected about making major life decisions and, almost being fearful in a way that you run in the opposite direction when shit hits the fan. But sometimes we have to face these things in order to get to this place where we can sit in our own energy and say, I'm giving it to the paper, I'm giving it to my spirit guides, and I'm not going to carry this burden with me any longer. This is your lesson. Now, your lessons in love, you have playfulness. And this says, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. So you might, feel that in this life you take things so seriously that you forget to have fun, that you forget to be playful and joyful and being in the present moment. And constantly thinking of the future, like, what's my next step? What do I have to do? Where do I go? What do I do? What da, 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 da. This is very, very fast moving energy. And they want you to just take a step back and say, okay, I see what I need to do, and it's time for me to have fun. Okay? So remember to laugh, remember to embrace this moment, remember to be around good energy, and really learn to have fun with yourself. Don't be so serious all the time. And when you have fun, you're gonna heal. When you laugh, you heal. So, for those of you who would like to release this energy, I'm going to do a small meditation. And I just want you to really settle in, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you breathe in through your nose, I want you to imagine white light filling up your lungs. And on the exhale, I want you to imagine any dark energy or tension releasing on this breath, okay? Dear Spirit of love and light, I call upon you now. Archangel Michael, I call upon you as well. I ask that you come in regards to Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, who are still experiencing these blockages from their past lives. Allow them to understand that there's no reason for them to be in a state of lacking. They have more than enough abundance and enough food and water to go around, that they don't have to worry about their finances or their hurt. And as soon as they give that power up to you, putting that pen to paper and letting their free will and their spirit give their messages to you, they will release this energy. Archangel Michael, I ask that you sever these cords now that are still creating this sense of discomfort for Aquarius, to let them know that in their lightest moments that they will feel free. When they learn to laugh and be playful and to not be so serious and feel like they always have to be on the move, but rather being comfortable in the space here and now. This is where we are most connected to you, Spirit, and we are grateful for all of your messages, signs, and synchronicities, all of your lessons, and removing these blockages from our lives. We feel this weight lift. We ask that you hear our prayers and act upon them accordingly, giving us this greater connection, this deeper connection to you, to realize that we are already in a state of abundance and that there is nothing we can't do with your support and your love. I ask that you sever these cords now, and Archangel Michael, I ask that you spread your loving, positive energy through these cords and sever any ties that have been connected from past lives to now. I sever all of these cords for Aquarius so that they may no longer feel the lacking or the feel that they need to be in a state of needing. I ask that you let them feel your love and your warmth in their lives today, and from here on out, know that we are deeply connected to you and we are grateful for all that you have done. Amen. So, with that being said, I hope that you resonate with these messages. And if you need a personal reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading and you feel like you got what you needed from these messages today, if you want to support the channel, there is a donation link down below. I appreciate all of you who have supported the channel already. And if you haven't checked me out on Facebook, please do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop me a comment and let me know how this resonates with you. I love to hear the feedback. So with that being said, I love you all and I appreciate all of your love and support, and letting me do what my passion is, and that is connecting to y'all in spirit. So with that, I will let it be. Namaste. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.